Today we're going to talk about love because to me, I feel that we've all kind of forgotten what the true nature of love really is and what it means. So here we go. Do we really understand what love is? True love can only be real if it is unconditional and with no judgment. I'm Robert Christopher. Welcome back to Conscious Creator. So, what is love? Not the passive version of love that we've been sold, the fleeting emotion, the butterflies, a highlight reel, but rather real love is something far more powerful and far more demanding. Love is not just a feeling. Love is a pattern of behavior over time. It is how you show up when it is inconvenient and difficult. It is how you act when emotions fade. Love is attention, truly seeing someone as they are with no judgment. Love is care, choosing actions that support their well-being with no judgment. Love is responsibility, following through even when it's hard. And love is respect, refusing to control, diminish, or manipulate. That's where most people get it wrong. They chase the feeling, but avoid the discipline. So now let's talk about unconditional love with no judgment, because this is where things get really misunderstood. Unconditional love does not mean tolerating disrespect, accepting abuse, or abandoning your boundaries. At this point, nobody trusts any government, any news source, or any group that controls this earthly realm. Yet no one says or does anything about it. That is exactly what stepping out of love looks like. Love is standing strong in the face of hate or corruption. Love is active, not passive. It does not mean staying in situations that break you. Unconditional love means this: you don't base someone's worth on their behavior, but you also don't abandon your values to keep them. Unconditional love means no judgment. You can love someone and still walk away. You can care very deeply and still say no. That is real power, because love without boundaries isn't love. It's self-betrayal. So people say love is truth, love is courage. And that's not just poetic, it's practical. Love as truth means you are honest, even when it's uncomfortable. You say what needs to be said, not what is easiest to say. Love is courage means you act with integrity, even when you are afraid. You choose what is right over what is comfortable. Love is action. Real love might look like this: having a hard conversation instead of staying silent, setting a boundary instead of keeping the peace, or choosing growth instead of familiarity. That doesn't feel soft, it feels strong, focused, intentional, active. It transforms how you show up in reality. It gives you resilience. It aligns you with truth. It allows you to act with clarity now instead of fear. And that changes everything. So have we forgotten what love really is? Well, not completely, but we've diluted it and been programmed to fear it now. We've consumed love with constant validation, emotional highs, comfort, and convenience. But real love is none of those things. Real love is a choice that you make again and again. A choice to act in alignment with truth. Truth is love, love is truth. It's a choice to grow, a choice to stand in courage. Real love cannot exist if there is judgment. So what is the opposite of unconditional love with no judgment? Fear. And the root of fear is loss. When we fear losing something, we then try to control other people, environments, or outcomes in order to feel safe in survival mode. We've stepped out of love now. We've compromised our integrity and authenticity. Now we are competing with one another instead of cooperating in unity. When we are in this state, now large populations can be easily controlled and manipulated through fear to unconsciously create a reality that only benefits the few elite groups that are in control. This is what has happened to our world since we have stepped out of love. Unconditional love collectively is uncontrollable. Corrupt systems would collapse virtually overnight. So remember, true love is unconditional. It does not judge. It is active. It requires courage. True love is freedom with no limitation. True love cannot be controlled. And so yes, love does conquer all. We are Conscious Creator. Thank you all for joining us. We are very grateful for all of you. So stay conscious, be discerning, have unconditional love always, and unify, and also follow the rabbit.